Hello students, today we are going to start with the first chapter of your syllabus, that is for Pharmaceutics 1. Before starting with the syllabus, I will like to explain you the meaning of the word pharmaceutics. The name of the subject is pharmaceutics. What do you mean by pharmaceutics? Pharmaceutics is a branch of a science which deals with manufacturing of dosage forms. Manufacturing of dosage form. The very first chapter itself is introduction to dosage form. But before discussing the dosage form, we need to discuss the definition of drug. First, we will like to one by one we will see first what is drug, what is pharmaceutics, what is dose, and what is dosage form. So one by one we will see first pharmaceutics. As I told earlier that pharmaceutics is a branch of a pharmacy which deals with the preparation of various dosage forms. Now, how this dosage form, what is dosage form? Dosage form is a particular form given to a drug in which a calculated amount of drug is added to produce the required action in the patient's body. What is that accurate amount or calculated amount of drug? That calculated amount of drug is the quantity which produces the desired effect in the human body, and that quantity we called as dose. We called as dose. So how the dose is defined? Dose is defined as the quantity, optimum quantity of drug given to the patient to produce the required action. Okay, so that means that we mean by dose. As you know the definition of drug. What is drug? Drug is a substance which is obtained from biological source or marine source or from natural source for use for the purpose of mitigation, diagnosis and treatment. Mitigation, diagnosis and treatment. That's in human body and animals. So that is called as drug. When we want to administer the drug, it should be administered in a particular quantity which will be safe and produce the efficacious action in the human body, and that quantity is called as dose. But since it is not possible for a layman to weigh the exact quantity of drug at home, and for his facility, we provide the drug in a already prepared and measured quantity in a form of dosage form. For example, if a patient is likely to administer the drug called paracetamol in 500 mg, so it will be a Herculean task for that patient to measure 500 gram each and 500 mg every time at home. So it will be very difficult, because if sometimes the patient is in traveling mode, sometimes the patient is at home, sometimes the patient is so sick that he can't manage to weigh and he can't have the facility of weighing facility at home. That's why we prepare dosage forms in a form of tablet, in a form of syrup, and in form of different things, different forms like ointments also and injections also. So in this way, the dosage forms are prepared. So dose is converted, the drug is converted into dosage form with an exact quantity of a drug. But since the drug cannot be given in a pure form, because it doesn't have suitable shape and size, we have to add some additives or some other non-medicinal substances to produce dosage form. And these substances which we are adding in a preparation of dosage form along with the drugs are called as adjuvants. They are called as adjuvants. So this drug in a decided dose form plus the adjuvants produce a particular form is called as dosage form. So what is dosage form? The combination of drug and non-drug component known as adjuvant are called as dosage form. So this is the definition for dosage form. So why the dosage form is necessary? Why we prepare dosage form? There are the three basic reasons behind preparing the dosage form. The first reason for preparing the dosage form is to provide safe and exact quantity of drug to the patient in a pre-fixed quantity of the drug, which is known as dose. Second, the dosage form also helps in increasing the stability of the drug. The preservatives are added with the drug so that it can be prevented for a long time, and it can be saved for a long period in a which will help us to maintain its efficacious action. And that's why some preservatives are added and some binders and some adjuvants are added to it so that the things remain safe for a longer time. For example, if we want to prepare some preserve some drug at home, or preserve some food item at home, we used to add little bit excess amount of salt in it so that it will leave the food material will be kept safe for a longer time. This is the main purpose. For example, when we are using pickles, we add some oil and salt in it to save the pieces of mango from oxidation. And in the similar way, we add preservatives while preparing the dosage form, so the drug will remain stable for a longer period. So this is the second use, that it will remain safe. Third, the third use of dosage form is that the drugs became palatable, and it can become portable also. Palatable means it is easy to consume, and portable means we can carry the drug from one place to another easily, which is not possible in case of bulk drugs. So these are the three main reasons for which we are adding preservative to the which we are adding dosage additives to the drugs for converting it from drug to dosage form. So this is how the dosage forms are prepared. So once again, what is dosage form? Dosage forms is a combination of drug and non-drug components to form a particular dosage form. Then while the dosage forms are prepared, there are certain reasons for which the dosage forms are prepared, and these questions are also asked in exams. What is the importance of preparing dosage forms? The very first importance of preparing dosage form is to provide accurate dose, of the drug. If we need to provide accurate dose of the drug, for example, I have quoted, if we are having a drug in a form of tablet, it is very easy for patient to consume the amount of 500 mg without measuring it at home. And that's why we already prepared a form of tablets, and it is very easy for a patient to take a tablet and just engulf it to get the quantity of 500 mg of paracetamol. So that is the first thing. Second thing is that it helps in identification of drug also. Since some small children and some illiterate people, those who are not able to read the names of the medicaments, can identify the drug depending upon their shape, size and color. For example, if the person is too old and he can't read, so we will make him identify the drug by mentioning the size. The small size tablet should be taken in the morning, bigger size should be taken in afternoon, elongated tablet should be taken in evening. In this way, it helps in the identification of the drug also. Sometimes in villages where the illiterate peoples are residing, or people do not used to read the drugs, they identify the drug by the color of the drug. For example, pink tablet, yellow tablet or white tablet. In this way, the drugs have been identified by these peoples. Then third thing is, the dosage forms are prepared to save the drug from the first pass effect in the body. What is first pass effect? The first pass effect is a name of a phenomenon which occurs in the human body. When we consume anything, it has to pass through our stomach, and our stomach consists of 0.1 normal SCl, and when the drug comes in contact of 0.1 normal SCl, number of drugs get destroyed by the effect of 0.1 normal SCl, which is called as gastric juice. So to prevent these drugs from the effect of gastric juice, the drugs are coated with a particular type of coating which is called as enteric coating, which doesn't get dissolved in acidic medium, and hence these drugs are preserved from the action of gastric juice, and they are carried forward toward the intestine for their action. And that type of tablet, that example of that type of dosage form is enteric coated tablet. The next type of dosage form advantages of using dosage form is, sometimes some bitter and obnoxious drugs are there which cannot be consumed in their original forms. So we have to coat the tablet by sugar coating, or we have to add it in a syrup form, so that we will add flavor to it, or we will add sugar or sweetening agent to it, so that the bitter taste of the drug will be masked, and we will not be able to experience it on our tongue. And that's why the drugs are converted into sweet coated tablets, which are called as sugar coated tablets, or they are converted into a dosage form known as syrups. The next is sometimes if a patient is not able to consume the drug by the oral route, at that time we can convert the drug in a particular type of dosage form, in which it can be inserted in the various body cavities. For example, nasal cavities, auditorial cavities, rectal cavities, vaginal cavities, and this type of dosage forms are known as pessaries, suppositories, and this type of dosage forms are helpful in non-cooperative patients. The next type of dosage form is inhalants. The inhalants are the dosage forms which are specially used in treatment of nasal conjunctions. If there is nasal conjunction, at that time we use inhalants. These inhalants are very helpful in providing us the immediate action or instant action by it. When we are inhaling these inhalants, it passes through our nostrils and just reaches to our lungs, and we get a relief. For example, we use mixed inhalers or other types of inhalers when we are suffering from common cold. For example, some people used to put eucalyptus oil on their handkerchief, and they used to inhale it, and this eucalyptus oil helps in conjunctions, relieving the conjunctions of nasal conjunctions. So that is the mean by inhalants. Some dosage forms are converted in forms of creams, ointments, and paste, depending upon the use for the application, or for the application of on local areas. For topical areas, we use dosage forms just like creams, ointments, and paste, and they are more easy to apply it on wounds, and that's why this type of dosage forms can be prepared, which are known as creams, ointments, and paste. The next type of dosage forms which are nowadays are used as sustained release dosage forms. The main advantage of this type of dosage form, that is sustained release dosage form, is that because now our life is getting busier day by day. Once we leave our home, we are not in condition to consume the medicament on time because of our very hectic schedule. So when in the previous days, it is necessary to consume the medicine for 3 times, for example, morning, afternoon, and evening. And at particular time, if we fail to remember that we have to consume the medicine, we used to miss the doses. And that's why to overcome this problem, the new type of dosage form has been introduced called as sustained release dosage form. In this type of dosage form, you doesn't need to consume the drug thrice in a day. You can consume a tablet in the morning, and the tablet will keep on dissolving with a sustained speed, and it will maintain the concentration of the drug in the body and for the whole day. And that's why you do not need to consume that tablet in afternoon and at evening also. So that is the main advantage of sustained release dosage form. The next type of dosage forms are liquid dosage forms. Sometimes what happens, the patients are too old, or some patients are too young that they can't engulf tablet or capsule. In that case, the dosage forms like liquid dosage forms can be prepared. Syrups, elixirs can be prepared, which will help the patient to consume the drugs. So for that purpose, the liquid dosage forms have been manufactured. Sometimes some drugs do not get dissolved into a particular vehicle, and then it becomes very difficult to administer the medicament in a proper dose. So in case of the liquid dosage forms, the main problem is that particular type of drug doesn't get dissolved into the vehicles, and hence to dissolve that particular drug into the vehicle, we need some help, or sometimes some drugs are completely insoluble. So that type of drugs can be administered to the patient in a form of suspension, so that the uniform dose of the drug can be dispensed. And this type of dosage forms are called as suspensions or emulsions. The next type of dosage form is injectables or parental dosage form. When the patient is not in conscious or patient is not in cooperative mode, at that time we can use these dosage forms for injecting the drug directly into his veins. They are helpful in two ways. They produce immediate action, and second, they are also helpful in non-cooperative patient. The patient, those who used to miss the dose intensely, or they are not cooperating or not taking that dose, so we can administer the dose by parental route. And these are the various dosage forms. In this way, various dosage forms are helpful. Basically, these dosage forms are classified on the basis of various. These dosage forms are classified on various characteristics. For example, sometimes the dosage forms are classified on the basis of their therapeutical effect. Sometimes the dosage forms are classified on the basis of their physical state. So, but the most suitable and easy way of classifying the dosage form is depending upon its physical state. On the basis of physical state, the dosage forms are classified into three types of dosage form. The first type of dosage form is called as solid dosage form. Second type of dosage form is called as liquid dosage form, and third type of dosage form is called as semi-solid dosage form. These three dosage forms are basically classified on the basis of their physical state. Very first type of dosage form is called as solid dosage form. Solid dosage forms are the dosage forms which are present in the solid physical state. Second type of dosage forms are called as liquid dosage form. This dosage form exists in liquid physical state. And third type of dosage forms are called as semi-solid dosage forms, which are present in form of semi-solids. And these dosage forms are further classified, and we will briefly discuss one by one all these three dosage forms. For example, solid dosage form, liquid dosage form, and semi-solid dosage form separately in three different lectures. So that's all for today. So once again, we will again summarize the complete thing which we have seen today. First, we have seen the definition of pharmaceutics. Second, we have seen the definition for drug. Then we have seen the definition for dose, and then we have seen dosage form. In dosage form, there is a combination of drug and non-drug components, and that non-drug components are called as additives. Then we have seen the significance of dosage form. What is the significance of dosage form? The main three significance of dosage form is that it is useful in administering the proper dose. Second, they are useful in maintaining the stability of drug. And third thing is they make the drug more palatable and preserve it from the atmospheric effects also. So these are the three main advantages due to which the drugs are converted into dosage form. And then we have seen different importance of dosage form, why the dosage forms are prepared. And in that series, we have seen 13 different advantages, out of which you have to write 7 in your exams. That's it for today. And then we have seen the classification. And in this class, we will discuss this classification by considering one class at a time, and we will see the detailed classification. For the next time, in the next lecture, we will see solid dosage form, and we will discuss in detail. Thank you for that.